7 Day here. What up, y'all? Welcome to the show. Today, we're talking about the 7 keys to life. If you master these, you will beat life every time, every day. I can't make this up, people. 7 Day. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. We got memberships now, $1.99 a month. Let's go. You tuned in to the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. What up, y'all? You tuned into the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Today, I'm going to give y'all the cheat sheet, the codes to life. And if you apply these principles, if you apply these ideas to your everyday life, you will beat it every time, every day. And you will be 1,000,000 times more successful and more happy in your everyday life. Now, I'm gonna run them down. These are in no particular order. I'm gonna run them down for y'all, then we're gonna break them down after that. Number 1, belief in God, a God belief. You gotta have some type of belief in a power greater than yourself. It doesn't have to be God. It can be whatever it is to you, just a higher power than us mere mortals. That's number 1. Number 2, gratefulness. Gratefulness is one of the most underutilized tools we have, weapons we have in this thing we call life. That's number 2. Number 3, self-love / love. All right, that love, and this is one of the most biggest ones, especially self-love. If we can love ourselves, then we know how we can get to the place where we can love other people correctly. Number 4, ambition. You got to have some type of drive, some type of motivation that's going to push you to not only achieve your goals, but go after them with vigilance, with a vengeance, with viciousness, ambition. Number 4. Number 5, living in truth. Living in truth, and whatever that is to you. Living in truth is, and this is also, all these are key, right? All 7 are keys, but living in truth is very important. Presenting who you really are to the world and not putting on masks, not putting on the front, not acting like you're one person in the world, right? And then when behind closed doors, you doing dirt. Living in truth, being your authentic self, being your real self. Number 6, purpose. Find your why. Find the reason why you have this drive, right? And that connects with ambition. Your purpose, right? You find the reason why you're doing something. That is gonna give you that battery in your back to accomplish your goals. Number 7, and this is one of my favorites. I could give a master class on this. The art of not giving a F. That if you, and not in the sense of being closed-minded, right? Because open-mindedness could really be number 8, but we're doing 7 today. Open-mindedness, we gotta stay open-minded, right? It's always great and it always can benefit us to hear somebody out from the other side that doesn't agree with you, right? That's how we brainstorm. That's how we come up with new ideas. That's how things get innovated, or that's how we just progress further, is hearing the other side, not being so close-minded to the point where you can't even have a conversation with people that disagree with you. So not in the sense of being closed-minded. The art of not giving the F in the sense of not caring what other people think about you. Right? We don't let other people validate us. God validates us. We're already validated by being born. You should never let somebody control what you do, how you act, the actions you take. You should never let somebody else's opinion dictate what you do in life, ever. So the art of not giving an F is really, really fundamental and crucial, because people will live their whole life, right? Some people live their whole life based on what their mom wanted them to do, wanted them to be in their life, what their dad told them not to do, or what to be, right? Some people will get whole careers, whole jobs that they don't want just because, well, my mom, this might make my mom proud, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to school for something that I'm not even into, right? These things happen. People would date People will not date other people because of the opinions of their mom or dad or sister or brother or friends. We really got to think for ourselves. We got to get out of that creative player mode. I call people that just move off of other people's opinions and care so much about what other people think. You're just a creative player at that point. You're just a made up character living a way of life about how somebody else thinks you should live your life. No, we need to have our own way of thinking, our own traditions, values, morals, and really a way of thinking for ourselves. Do not be a creative player. Because at the end of the day, if you just move off how other people want you to move, you're not going to ever truly be happy, and you're going to have resentments because you're not doing what you really want to do. God belief, higher power. I'm going to break these down. I just broke down number 7, which is the art of not giving an F. I'm going to break down the God belief. You got to have some type of belief in the higher power. Mine is God. That's what my higher power is. For you, it could be different. It doesn't have to be God. It just got to be a power greater than yourself. And this really is where this. As long as you're doing something right, if you're moving in life in a way according to how God wants you to move, then you're in the right direction. I don't follow man's law. I follow God's law. That's what I move off of. We have all these rules and regulations, right? Laws in this world, stuff that was already all these ideas and traditions and stuff that was already put here before we were here. I argue that's man's law. Those are man's traditions, right? Or women's traditions. God's law is different, and that's what I move off of, God's law. And really, when you're going through things, right? When you got too much weight on your shoulder, when you're worried about something, if you give it to God, you will be relieved of that stress, of that worry, right? Not one. Nobody has ever added on days to their life by worrying about something. A lot of times people get too stuck in the past, always think about the past, think about things they can change. Guess what? Newsflash, spoiler alert, people, you heard it here first. 7 day. No amount of thinking about the past will ever change it. What's done is done. We got to move forward, right? And not dwell on situations in your life that really is not benefiting you. So that's one thing. The other thing is worrying about the future. Always worried about, oh man, that leads to anxiety. When you're stuck in the past, thinking about the past, that can lead to depression. That's linked with depression. When you're always thinking about the future and what's gonna happen and what if, right? That causes anxiety. That will make you more stressful. So we got to do a good job, as best job as we can at staying present in the moment. That's one of the biggest things I learned just in recovery and in life in general is to stay present. If you can stay present in every moment, you'll be a lot more better off. You'll be a lot more stress free. And people and situations they will get the best out of you if you're present in that moment. And that's what correlates to God is to these things haven't happened or these things already happened. Give it up to God. I'm big on prayer. If something is really worrying you, right? I live by the serenity prayer. God grant me how's the serenity prayer? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's not just a prayer to me. That's a way of life, really, for real. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. This is what I was just talking about. If you accept the things that you can't change, then now you can really dial in and focus on the things that you can change. And then the next line, God grant me the courage to change the things I can, right? And then you have to have the courage asking God to give you the courage, and you yourself having the courage to actually go and change the things you can. That is fundamental to me. And then also the wisdom to know the difference, right? Because we can't fix the problem unless we know what the problem is. And this speaks to that. So yeah, a higher power. You got to have a belief in a higher power, some way, somehow, whether it's God or whatever you believe in. Gratefulness. Gratefulness is one of the most underutilized tools we as humans have. This is my biggest weapon in life, is gratefulness. And look, you can be grateful even if I don't have much, right? I'm on the poor side as far as monetary value, but spiritually, I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I'm Elon Musk. I'm Mansa Musa. I am the spiritual Mansa Musa. It doesn't matter how much is in my bank account. I wake up every day happy because I'm grateful for the things I do have. See, when you come from that, when your life has took you to the gutter, took you to the bottom, and somehow you was able to fight, scratch, claw your way out of the bottom, you appreciate everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I appreciate just waking up with energy. Just being able to wake up and get out of bed. I'm grateful already just for waking up. Because every day we have a chance to change the world, or to change our life, or to do better, or to accomplish our goals. Every day that we wake up, we have the ability to affect change. And that's what I'm grateful for, is just for waking up. Because it wasn't that long ago, I was homeless in my car. I was waking up mad, depressed, didn't want to wake up, was really, really in a real sick and despair, in despair, right? I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's what helped me to change. But that being homeless, being in jails, losing time with my kids, going in and out of rehabs, all these things that were my freedom taken away. All these things made me love life even that much more and be that much more grateful, because I know where I used to be, and where I used to be was in the gutter. It was hell. So gratefulness, and just because you're grateful just for waking up or just for having something, even if it's not much, that doesn't mean we stop there and just, okay, I got clothes, I got shelter. All right, well, I'm just grateful for that, and let me stop doing anything else. No, this is where ambition comes into place, because it doesn't matter what you got, how much you got. If you're grateful for it, it will make your life 1,000,000 times better. You will be happier. Ambition, you gotta have some type of drive. This is what pushes people to innovate, to create art, to accomplish their goals, to do new things, to try new hobbies, to learn something about yourself. Ambition is what is going to make these things, is going to give you that battery in your back, right, to accomplish your goals. I'm big on ambitions. You really got to sit down and think about what you want to do and who you want to be, and go after it with like it's your last day on earth. That's how I go about my goals. I go about my goals like this is the last time that I can even go for it. And when you think like that, you tend to put a lot more effort into what you're doing. Ambition, self-love, love. I lead with love. I do not disrespect people unless I'm disrespected. I lead with love every day, all the time. Love is one of the most powerful things we have as humans. Y'all know, there's been how many movies made about love? There really is a magic to love, and it really can overcome evil and really fear, right? When you feel loved, it's one of the best feelings in the world. And when you have and this correlates, I put self-love and love, because self-love is going to give you the ability to love other people correctly. And not be toxic, not be disrespecting people, not be hitting on women or women hitting on men and saying, oh, well, I do this because I love them. That's not love. It ain't. But self-love, I am so big on this, and like self-care, because once you're right, if you love yourself and you're right, then you can affect change in other people, not only just for like a partner, as like a boyfriend or girlfriend, but self-love also will help you in your relationships with your friends, with your mom, with your dad, with your cousins, with your kids. If you have self-love, people are gonna see it. Like they will be able to see it on you. If it's really inside you, people will see it on you. Self-love, real big on that. Living in truth. The ancient Egyptians, my favorite person in history to study, Akhenaten. This was his whole motto. His whole goal was to live in truth. The ancient Egyptians called it living in Ma'at. Ma'at translates in English to truth. Truth is truth, and staying in the light, having that God spirit, that spirit of truth in you. That is what is gonna make your life more comfortable and allow you to be your authentic self. If you're hiding something from the world, or you're hiding something from other people, or you're putting on a mask for people, acting like you're some good person, right? But then behind closed doors, you're doing all type of dirt, doing all type of illegal activities, beating on your kids, beating on your girl, beating on your boyfriend, whatever it is, just presenting yourself one way, but actually being another person. That's a detriment to you. You really gotta move how you want. You gotta really think about who you want to be, and then you gotta live in that truth. And don't be ashamed of. And I'm a recovering addict. I am not ashamed of my past. Even though I'm not proud of it, I'm not ashamed of it, because it's my truth. It's who I am. We all make mistakes. We're all humans. We're all created equal. It doesn't matter what you do. Everybody has sin. Nobody in this world was born and did not sin. Not one person. So do not feel guilty or ashamed of the things you did in your past. As long as you're redeeming yourself, and as long as you're trying to make things better, or you changed your life, there's nothing to be ashamed about. The only thing to be really concerned about is if you're still living in that negative space, if you're still doing dirt. But if you've changed your life, living your truth. I own my truth, and really this affects people, even like with the LGBT community, people that are like in the closet or on the down low. That messes with them mentally, because they're too scared and too worried to really embrace who they are. So yeah, don't be ashamed of who you are. I don't care what color, creed, race, religion, whatever it is. Don't be ashamed of it. Live in it. Be bold about it. And the people that can live in truth are some of my favorite people ever to study. Like a Tupac. Tupac was his authentic self all the time. And we got purpose. Find your why. I had a counselor in one of the times I went to outpatient. I had this counselor. He would always tell us, find your why. Why do you have these ambitions? Why do you want to accomplish these goals? Right? So you got goals, but why do you want to accomplish them? If you find your purpose, your why, that's going to put the battery in your back, along with ambition, to go for these goals nonstop, like you never, like this is your last day. My why, my purpose, my why is my kids. I believe there's no greater title to a man than father. I grew up without a father, so I knew from a very early age that I was going to have kids, and I was going to be the father that I didn't have. That's how I was going to redeem my childhood. Because I'm not going to lie, being a young man, a boy, a child, and being a boy child and not having a man, and not having a father, even though I had male role models like my grandfather, one of the greatest, shout out to my papa, one of the greatest men I've ever got to know. He's the greatest man I ever knew, straight up. My papa. I knew that I was gonna have kids at an early age and be that father. So that's my purpose. That's my why. Everything I do is for my family. I'm big on family, and I'm big on my kids. That is my why. This is why I do the things that I do. Why I got sober is because of my girl, because of my kids. I wanted to be the man that they needed and they wanted, and that I wasn't being. I wanted to be that for them. So that really was the motivation for me getting clean and changing my life. And my purpose is to be a role model for my kids and for really anybody. That's one of my main goals, is to be a role model. And the reason for that is because I have 4 little babies, little kids looking up to me and counting on me to be that. You got to find your why, find your purpose in life. And so that's all 7. I broke down the art of not giving the F. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you master these, you will master life. Your life will be a million times. I'm living proof. I am living proof because I apply these to my life every day, or at least I try to do my best. It's progress, not perfection, right, people? We don't have to do these perfectly, but if we do, we will see the results. You will see your life. In your life, you will see the results. You will feel the results if you apply these to your life. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. 7 keys. The 7 keys to life. If you master these, you will beat life every time. Put your foot on the devil's neck every day you wake up. Member shout out to Angela Reddick. We got memberships, $1.99 a month. You get custom emojis made by me, custom loyalty badges made by me, member shout outs just like this at the end of videos. Member shout out, Angela Reddick. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for all your support. And everybody, we made it to 2K. Everybody that subscribed, watches, views, likes. Love y'all. Can't thank y'all enough. It's really unreal the love and support that I've gotten since I've started YouTube. I really got a passion for this. I really started this because this is something I wanted to do. Whether I had 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers, I'm still going to do this because it's really in me to do it. So, yeah, shout out to Angela Reddick. Like, share, subscribe. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out. You're now listening to the 7 Day